Hello, and yes, this is my hair wet. Because I have a thought. I do like making videos, it just takes up a lot of time. I know I didn't keep my deal with 1 week, I'm sorry guys, but I feel like we can make a compromise. We do at least one video a month, and then 1 month out, not 1 month out of the year, but then 1 month I'll do something fun if the occasion arises. But if not, we're going to do stuff that I enjoy talking about, okay? Deal? Alright, deal. So today, well, obviously you clicked on the video. I'm going to share to you a band that means a lot to me personally. And I have all their albums, well, except for the one that just came out on Friday. I looked for it, I really did. I couldn't find it. But, so here we go. This is the band 21 Piløts. And now you're probably wondering, oh, the dudes that did Stressed Out Riding Heathens. Click off this video if that's what you think. We do not tolerate that on this channel, because they are so much more. In fact, Riding Heathens are probably my bottom 2 favorite songs of them. But, So this is their first album. Now, interesting, I'm going to share some history as well. So, originally, the lineup was Tyler Joseph, Chris Sake, I forget how to pronounce his name, and Nick Thomas. And then here's the back of that. And this is a bootleg, because they did not officially put this out on vinyl or on CD. A nice orange color. And I'll tell you the album's names, obviously, as we go along. Obviously, you can look them up. But this one is just their self-titled album. And then, yes, these 2 discs are different. Not discs, but you know what I mean. These records are different. So I'm showing you both. And this is a nice pink, red, whatever you want to call it. I think it's, well, it looks more pink IRL. But no, this album is hard for me to listen to because I utterly sob every time I listen to it. When do I first cry on this album? It's probably Attic with a Pen, which is the 4th song on it. Yeah. So the track list, and I'll do track list too. Why not? Is Implicit Demand for Proof, Fall Away, The Pantaloon, Addict with a Pen, Friend Please, March to the Sea, Johnny Boy, Almost Believer, Aircatcher, Trapdoor, A Car, A Torch, A Death, Taxicab, Before You Start Your Day, and Isle of Flightless Birds. Really, really phenomenal first album. And at the end, I'll share my loose ranking. Again, I love these all for different reasons. And now we have the infamous album for not being anywhere on streaming. The first album you can get on streaming, you can get on Spotify. But this one, regional at best. Interesting history. This is when 21 Pilots became 21 Pilots. Because the band members are now Tyler Joseph and Josh Dunn. Which was before 3 guys, now this is 2. Now, Chris left. I forget which one. One of them left, just because. And one left for college, but then the drummer left for college, but then he introduced Tyler to Josh Dunn, and then that's how they became the 2-piece duo. The album. Now this is a 2-record set, but unlike self-titled, it's only 1 color, and unfortunately, not really unfortunately, I have the album. It is black. I just said unfortunately it's black, so I'm sorry for that, people. Regional at best. So the track list, and you're gonna pick this up, I hope. is Guns for Hands, Holding On To You, Ode to Sleep, Slow Town, Car Radio, Forest, Glowing Eyes, Kitchen Sink, Anathemia, Lovely, Ruby, Trees, Be Concerned, and Clear. Great. I love that. I love Kitchen Sink so much, and Forest. Like, I don't know why it's not available anywhere, because I love it. And then now we have their first record with their distributor, Fueled by Ramen. And they also did Panic at the Disco. Like, they distribute Panic at the Disco as well. This is Vessel. If you can tell the symbolism there, write it in the comments. A lot of things they do is symbolism. Okay, guys, you just have to deal with it. And now this is our... really cool. So if you want, I won't do it on this one. I'll do it on one of the better photos of them. And here's the cool thing. This is also colored. Sorry. And this is a nice silver because this is from the Fueled by Ramen 25th anniversary. And it was this. I know Blurry Face had one. I know Riot by Panic at the Disco had one. I don't know any other ones that do, but they are all silver for the 25th anniversary. I wonder what they're going to do for the 30th. I'm just going to say this. If they do a gold vessel or gold breach or anything. Oh my god. Maybe I'll get this in. Here. Take this out. And put this in. Oh, Michael Scott is screaming at me right now. Put this back in. And there we go. The track list is Ode to Sleep, Holding On To You, Migraine, House of Gold, Car Radio, Semi-Automatic, Screen, The Run and Go, Fake You Out, Guns for Hands, Trees, and Truce. Now you're probably wondering, aren't those the same songs on Regional at Best? And yes, well, though some of them were re-recorded. Now, when they signed with Fueled by Ramen, like, hey, we really like these songs, let's put them on this. You can look it up. They do it. They have an explanation for it. But there are some great songs, like, as I said, Forest and Kitchen Sink, that I wish that they would put out. Like, just as singles even. And if you said, like, that they're not good or they're amateur, just like, re-record them. Oh. Now, here's the one that you guys know. This is Blurry Face. And now this is a cool set. Because you can open it up. Bunch of words, right? If you want to pause that and read it, go ahead. And then the same with Regional at Best. This is a 2-record set. But I'll only show you the one because they're the same. So first off, you have this little doodad. And you're probably wondering, what is this? So this... I'll show you the back there because there's some lyrics. But this is a part of the lore. These are the 9 portions of Trench. No, it's Schema. Wait, yeah, it's Schema. Because when you put this on top of it, I'm not going to explain the lore to you guys, don't worry. But I'm just going to say, it's something to do with the lore. They're probably wondering, Dylan, what is the lore? Where can I watch it? So, you can watch it. They have on their YouTube channel. They have a whole playlist of them. But I'll make my suggestion. They don't have this up on their YouTube page, but you can search for it and it's on YouTube. In between Levitate, and you can skip Shy Away, but in between Levitate and Saturday, watch the 21 Piløts Skeleton Icy live stream experience, because that whole thing is in the lore. It takes place in the lore. But now here's the Blurry Face vinyl. It's a nice red with a black splatter. Was it supposed to be black? No. But you're probably thinking, hey, these guys have a lot of different logos. Yep. Does it have anything to do with the lore? Not yet. But yes, eventually. And will I explain to you what... Oh, I hate these paper records holders. There we go. Will I explain to you what the lore is? Nope. If you're curious, find out on your own. And now we have Trench by 21 Pilots. That's obvious. Different logo. And then this is the first and only one, I think, that if you open it, it creates kind of a fuller picture. I don't know if you call that fuller. But then you got that beautiful inside. Now these are both black vinyls. So I'll show you the one, but I'll show you the artwork on both of these sleeves. Because this artwork is just so freaking cool. And there are lyrics on there. Yeah. I really don't have anything to say. Trench has chlorine on it. Oh, I never read the track list for Blurry Face. 1 second. So, track list for Blurry Face, sorry. Heavy Dirty Soul, Stressed Out, Ride, Fairly Local, Tearing My Heart, Lane Boy, which is my favorite 21 Pilots song, The Judge, Doubt, Polarized, We Don't Believe It's on TV, Message Man, Hometown, Not Today, and Goner. And then here's the artwork for the other side. I think I'm going to have to loan this to my school for a little bit, because we're doing a concert, and my friend last year, she asked, hey, like, could we borrow that for, like, set deck? I'm like, yeah, sure. And now this is the album when I got into 21 Pilots. This is Scaled and Icy. Now this came out in 2021, and this is the one, as I said, that they had their live stream with. And I thought, because when they had their live stream, I was scrolling through YouTube, because it was during COVID, you know? And I saw this artwork. I'm like, oh, that's really cool artwork. So I thought it was like an art thing. I put it on, and then it was 21 Pilots. Oh, here you go. So that's Tyler. That's Tyler Joseph, and that's Josh Dunn. See if I can get this out. So this one gets stuck a little bit. Am I sad that Regional at Best, Trench, and this are black and they're not fun colors? Yes. Yes, I am. But, you know what? Doesn't matter. I have the music. And now we have my favorite album by them, and really ever, Clancy. Now this is the album where I really became like a fan, you know? I never read the track list. I never read the track list for Trench. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. Alright, track list for Trench. Jumpsuit, Levitate, Morph, My Blood, Chlorine, Smithereens, Neon Gravestones, The Hype, Nico and the Niners, Cut My Lip, Bandito, Pet Cheetah, Legend, Leave the City. Track list for Scaled and Icy. Good Day, Choker, Shy Away, The Outside, Saturday, Never Take It, Mulberry Street, Formidable, Bounce Man, No Chances, and Redecorate. Redecorate makes me sob uncontrollably. I'm not joking. Then here's the back. I showed you inside. And now so here is a kind of poster. This is Josh Dunn and then Tyler Joseph. Really cool. And flip it over. It's the lyrics. And then here's that side. And this. Then if you open it up, it is a clear record with a red splatter. I think that was the record store variant. Can I find the opening? Yeah. Alright, Dylan, track list. Read the track list. Alright, Overcompensate. Next Semester. Backslide, Midwest Indigo, Routines in the Night, Vignette, The Craving, Jenna's version, Lavish, Navigating, Snapback, Oldie Station, At the Risk of Feeling Dumb, and then Paladin Straight. Paladin Straight is one of those songs that I really want to perform in front of people because, like, I'm really good at it, but also, like, it's just so beautiful, and I love it so much. Same with The Craving. The Craving, the single version is really good, and I love it, but there's a version that is on this, the one on this album, the Jenna's version, where it's just Tyler and his ukulele. Yes, he plays the ukulele, and it's just him and the ukulele, and so it's slow and it's really good. And now we have their newest album, well, not the newest album, not the live album that just came out, called Breach. And I did show you the track list that time for Clancy. I love this interior art. I want that on a poster. Now we have that. So that's Clancy, which is also Tyler Joseph. But that's in the mask. It's the lore, guys. And this is all lore related. That's Vialism, the hand stuff. That is Dima. These are the 9 bishops. That's the East is Up symbol. And for Breach, there is a bunch of different variants of this, and I have the Nova Bishop Red. I was gonna get the black marbled yesterday, but then it was like $30. I'm like, I love the album, but if I'm gonna get another variant, it's not gonna be that. It's either gonna be the blue variant, which I love that blue, or the black liquid. Oh. Breach tracklist. City Walls, Raw Fear, Drum Show, not Jumpsuit, oh my god. Garbage, The Contract, Downstairs, Robot Voices, Center Mass, Cottonwood, One Way, Days Lie Dormant, Tally, and Intentions. Now before I do my ranking, this is something that I found out in the wild when I was looking for their new album, the live album. This, I didn't know they made this. Well, I knew that they made it, I just didn't know they put it on CD. This is the 21 Pilots MTV Unplugged. I'll show you afterwards. But then here's the inside. And then a little book out. Some pictures. They have solo Felina jackets on, which doesn't mean anything to you, but it's a part of the lore. That's their setup. Okay, there's the solo Felina jackets. This will not be included on the ranking because it is a live album. And even though live albums are albums, I don't consider them in their album. So it's the intro, which it's not really a song. Stressed Out, Tearing My Heart, House of Gold / Lane Boy, Shy Away, Ride / Nico and the Niners, and Car Radio / Heathens. Alright. So, let's get into the ranking. Alright, Alright. In last place, I have Self-Titled. This one, again, it's really hard for me to listen to because it's very emotional. So I don't really listen to it a lot. But it's really well made, especially because they definitely they recorded it in their basement. The songwriting is fantastic in it, and it's very emotional for me. 21 Pilots, I love their deep lyrics and their catchy beats. Like that mold of them. All of these songs don't have a catchy beat, but their piano parts are amazing. Next up, funnily enough, is Regional at Best. Now, it's really the exclusivity of the album, and also how half of these songs are on Vessel. And you'll see where I put Vessel later, but yeah. But the songs that are exclusive, like Slow Town, Forest, Glowing Eyes, Kitchen Sink, Anathema, Lovely, Ruby, Be Concerned and Clear, are really good. But then again, the only ones that I would have on loop are Kitchen Sink and Slow Town. And Forest. Though I do slightly prefer this version of Ode to Sleep was on Vessel. And now it's a toss-up, but I think for now I'm going to Blurry Face next. Again, love that album so much. My favorite 21 Pilots song was on this. I just think because of Stressed Out, it's because of Ride. Ride I don't like. It falls for me. And again, they're all great. I love them all. But some I just love better than others. And yeah. Next, because this is a toss-up. This is tied. Then next I have Breach. Breach is really good. It's the mixing that isn't the best on it. But all the songs are bangers. City Walls I couldn't live without because the end. It's not really the end. It's not the end of the lore, guys. But it's the somewhat end of the lore. No, Sensor Mass and Robot Voices and The Contract are loopers for me. Then next up, I have Trench. Great album. I can listen to that in full all day. But there has to be one that's here and it doesn't beat the other ones. Next up, I have Vessel. Vessel I love. They take the best songs from Regional at Best. They re-record them, make them better. And the new songs that they add are really great. And next up, I have Skeleton Icy. Skeleton Icy is the album that got me into 21 Pilots. I have that higher than most people. And I just love the masking of depression of this album. Like, literally, the first song is called Good Day, and it's very upbeat, but it talks about masking depression. And the last song, Redecorate, is... I know YouTube will probably censor this if I say what it's actually about, but it's about yourself. And it doesn't just, say, don't do it. It's saying what goes through your head when you're about to do it, what you should do, how you should do it. The chorus is, I don't want to go like this. At least let me clean my room. I don't want to leave like this, because the last thing I want to do is make my people make decisions wondering what to do. Should they keep it on display or should they redecorate? Take that as you leave it. Great message. I love this whole album. But my number one is Clancy. This is the album that really cemented 21 Pilots for me. This was the first album that I was a part of the fan base for release. And the whole album is about reaching up and becoming yourself. And this album came out at a point in my life that I wasn't sure who I was. I was being other people to try to fit in, and I was leaving myself out of conversations because I didn't want to disappoint anyone, and I was not being myself. This album filled that gap that I needed, and said that you need to rise to become yourself, even though it's hard, and they know it, but you need to believe in yourself, and you need to know it. But anyway, that's my ranking, and if you're a 21 Pilots fan, please drop your ranking in the comments. I'd love to see them. And, I mean, I met a guy at a graduation party I went to a couple months back who said that self-titled was his favorite. And we had the whole party, and that wasn't even his, like, I just met him that day. The whole party, we were talking about 21 Pilots. It was amazing. But anyway, bye. I will see you later. I promise this time. Okay. Alright, bye. Also, this is the movie room. Don't know if you guys don't know it. My poster for the Odyssey. I've got the popcorn bucket for the Odyssey. Got a lot of Odyssey stuff. Got the One Wish Willow back there. Got the Michael Steelbook. So, next month I'll do a whole tour of this. It's not really done. Perchance, there's still some stuff I want to add to it. And obviously, I'll get stuff eventually. Yeah. Peace.